7 minutes before sunset. At the moment it's about 16-17 degrees. There's a bit of a wind and it's kind of chilly, so I call that a real cool sun hat. You can see where it's going down. A beautiful rainbow over South Sea. The sun slightly obscured by clouds, but we can definitely see that the sun has got its hat on this morning. So no snow this morning, but lots of icy patches on the path and on the grass. We have the perfect couple for our Valentine's video. Well done. Not forgetting, of course, that it is a moon day. Attention! Grow at ease. 1950, that's 10 minutes before the official sunset. Nice shot of the moon. So 5 minutes now until the official sunset, and we can see a slightly compressed solar sun disk as it touches, or from our perspective, as it touches the rooftops in the distance, moving or curveballing quite fast, in fact, to the right. 1924 on the 16th of April, and the sky is saturated with chemtrails. 20:01 hours sunset time on the 16th of April 2022. 8 minutes after sunset, that's 20:09, and quite colourful, nice pinks. .2010, and our pink moon rising. Must have been up about 20 minutes now. 19:58, 6 minutes until sunset. Here we are for the very last day of Aries 2022, and the time now is 19:56, and so it's 10 minutes before sunset. And now 20:06, the official last sunset of Aries 2022. Today's date, the 20th of April 2022. Beautiful pink sunrise for the first day of Taurus. Now, sunrise this morning will be at 6 o'clock, which will be in about 7 minutes. Beautiful skies. and all the birds were singing on the way down here. At this point the sun disk can be seen more clearly, even though it's still obscured by the clouds. (6:15) and we can see the sun disk in its entirety, even though it's a little obscured by the clouds. The sun is behind that building in front of us. 1954 from in front of the square tower, and we're just seeing the last glimpses of the sun as it sets behind the cloud. Here on the 22nd of April 2022. So it's all the twos today. There we go. So, 2013, last moments before the sunset, 2013 rather. So, 1947, nice reflection on the water. The sun is just on the corner of that building. It'll be setting behind it this evening in 23 minutes. So now just 10 minutes until sunset, and this is going to be a tree sunset. Yes, as we perceive it beyond the trees. 20:01 from the round tower on the 24th of April 2022, and the sun is now behind that building. 1950 from in front of the square tower. 24 minutes until sunset. On the 25th rather of April 2022. 1955 from the round tower. Yes, so the sun has moved significantly to the right, as we can see. So the sun this evening will be setting significantly to the right of where it was setting just 2 or 3 nights ago, especially last night. 13. Wow. Sunday, 8th of May 2022, and the time now, well, there's just 30 minutes until the sunset. It's now 20:06. So now it's 20:15. The sun disk is clearly visible. 20:10 hours on the 13th of May 2022, and as we can see, At this point in time, there's a sun. Well, it's a cloud sunset from this perspective, but we don't know if it's going to be visible a bit later on. There are something like 33 minutes until the actual sunset time at 20:43, and now we can just see the last 1% of the solar disk shining brightly above that cloud. The rest, of course, is hidden behind the cloud. And there she goes, finished. From this vantage point, finished. 2028, and the sun disk is clearly seen on the right hand corner of that building. As it moves down and to the right on its curveballing path into the distance, into the horizon, into the thickness of the atmosphere. Time check, 20:31, and the sun is seen in the middle of those two buildings, closer to the one on the left, as we see it descending from this position over Gosport. 20:37, and we see the sun disk from this position, which is about 100 meters from where our last position. We see it approaching that building. 5:11, and sunrise reflections from Canoe Lake. Just beyond those houses. So it's now 20:09, and we can see where the sun is from standing in front of the Spice Island Inn. Yes. And we're going to attempt to go over there and film or video from under the tower. So here we are on the other side, just underneath the Spinacre Tower. Yep. And we have a view of the sunset for this evening. .20:53, so 6 minutes until sunset. Back again, filming from the telescope. There we go, telescope. Another change of position, and we see the sun setting behind that building in the distance. So here we are, Friday 27th of May 2022, 19 degrees Celsius, and the solar disk is clearly seen descending to the right of that building in the distance. .2028, so now 39 minutes until the official sunset. Now 2032. Coming up to 2054, and only half of the solar disk is now above that building, and it has moved significantly to the right, as seen with the naked eye. So now 2057, and the sun has descended, and we can see it to the right of that building with the naked eye. 2044, and as we can see from this position, the sun is just above that building. The solar disk is completely visible to the naked eye, obscured slightly by a few clouds. It looks as if it will probably be a cloud sunset, as the sun is still quite high at the moment, but there's a lot of cloud underneath the sun. Now 2108, and half of the sun disk is now hidden behind those buildings, and as normal it's moving to the right and down or further into the distance.